We are back here at the PRI stage 2023. I'm joined by Jason Coan of Coan Engineering. You know them for their high-performance transmissions and torque converters. And Jason, how's the PRI show 2023 shaping up for you and the company?
Well, Brian, we love the PRI show. It's in our backyard, so it's a great opportunity for us to kind of meet and unite with a lot of our customers. So yesterday was a great day, and we're looking forward to 2 more great days.
You know, the world of automatic transmissions and drag racing, to me, is fascinating because it continues to evolve and change. I think, obviously, the Power Glide is still the weapon of choice for so many sportsman drag racers out there, whether it's a door car or a dragster. What are you developing at Coan for this kind of new generation of racers that are maybe doing drag and drive events or maybe using alternate engine combinations? I think we're starting to see LS motors kind of get a little bit more active. Obviously, a lot of power adder engines out there building big heat and transmissions. So kind of talk to me about the trends.
Well, the Power Glide is certainly the mainstay for your bracket racing, your 90 class racing, but we've put a lot of development into the 3-speed transmissions, and you mentioned drag and drive. The 4-speed overdrive transmissions have even really made a big charge into that market. So a lot of fun to develop products for all of those, but as it aims to NHRA, we've really just tried to develop the 3-speed stuff, work really hard to make the stock and super stock cars faster, and work on the converters too. The torque converter is a big part in the equation as well.
Well, that was what I wanted to ask you about next. Is, to me, it's kind of amazing with the amount of availability out there of high performance torque converters that the innovation still continues. I mean, you probably go to bed at night thinking about torque converters and wake up thinking about them again as well.
Well, I feel like I'm always working on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the evolution in the converter has come a long way. I would say in the last 10 years, particularly. With all billet converters, we've in the higher end markets, we've kind of stepped away from welded converters and focused on bolt together all billet converters. And with manufacturing technology that we have, we've been able to really enhance the efficiency through design of the converters, be able to make much better stators, not working with castings now, but working with all billet. Yeah. So.
And that's an interesting fact that I'm not sure a lot of people translate, where the availability of horsepower now, horsepower in so many ways has never been cheaper, quote unquote. We talk about how much horsepower, let's say, a super comp racer has, right? Thing goes 890, but in the case of Steve Williams, goes 196 miles an hour.
Right.
And so that has to go through a transmission and a converter, and you're the guys that are really tasked with matching the transmission and converter to these ever more powerful engines.
Yeah, and it's what really drives me and makes me enjoy going to work every day is the challenge of being able to develop the product and have great working relationships with guys like Steve Williams and be a part of those combinations that run so well, and then to see things like the Pro Mod world record that was set last weekend in Bradenton with a Turbo 400 transmission, and to know that a lot of the components that we've developed were an integral part of that. It's just unbelievable.
It was incredible.
Who would have thought? Right?
No, the run he's referencing, Jose Gonzalez drove Mark Mickey's car to a 5:35 in the quarter mile at 272 miles an hour, which speed record's still hanging out there, but it was the all-time quickest full-bodied drag race car run of all time, and yes, with a Turbo 400 transmission.
Absolutely. So really excited. Was talking to Mark yesterday, and just really cool to be a part of that. Excited about the planetaries that we design and make, and excited for some of the guys that help us with that. Got some of my crew out here this morning checking us out, and these guys play a really integral part in what we do. Just took delivery of some new equipment so we can keep making parts, and it's been a lot of fun.
As much of an industry leader as Coan has always been, there 10 years ago, you definitely could not have believed the type of performance that would be available out there in the Jose Gonzalez style run.
When we developed those parts, I would have never imagined.
It's like, who's even gonna use this stuff?
I would have never imagined that it could go that fast. So it's very rewarding. Very rewarding.
So I guess one last question: What is Coan Engineering looking forward to in 2024 and beyond?
We've been blessed to be very busy, so we're focusing hard on enhancing our manufacturing capabilities just to try to keep up with demand. But we're very driven by innovation, so we're always trying to be on the forefront of developing parts. We're blessed to have great relationships with some wonderful racers
Yes.
and trans builders in the industry, and that's the type of working relationship you have to develop these parts. So just going to keep doing what we do and try to race a little bit ourselves too. So
That sounds good. Yeah, you got to be able to sneak away from the factory every once in a while, right?
yeah. So.
If you're in the market, high-performance transmission, torque converter, make sure Coan Engineering is on your list. These guys have been an industry leader for decades. They're racers themselves, and yes, their parts are inside the transmission of the quickest door slammer in the history of drag racing. Jason, thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more right after this.